Welcome to UPSC Mains discussion of GS Paper 3. I'm Surbhi Sardana and I will be taking Science and Technology part of the GS 3 Mains paper, and let's see what are the questions that have been asked. So basically from Science and Technology, if I talk about crude topics, only two questions have been asked. The first question is regards to James Webb Telescope and the second one is regarding development of vaccines and how vaccines were produced in India. So let's start with question number 1. Though it seems to be a very big question, बहुत लंबा question लग रहा है ये, and UPSC has this tactic, you know, it will bombard you with a lot of statements in the question. बहुत लंबे question से आपको bombard करेंगे, so that stress levels rise. So launched on 25th December 2021. So this is, you know, the date, exact date is not very important for us. James Webb Space Telescope has been much in the news since then. What are its unique features which make it superior to the predecessor space telescopes? What are the key goals of this mission? What potential benefits does it hold for the human race? So basically, had the examiner given you a question that elaborate on the features and benefits of James Webb Telescope, तो वो भी एक अच्छा question बन सकता था. It would have justified this language of the question. So there are like 3-4 parts to this question, but आपने जो otherwise you would have answered, you had to answer this way also. So first of all, James Webb Space Telescope, if you are from non-science background, if you are from humanities or commerce background, या आपने science या engineering background नहीं है, या आपको astrophysics में, you know, or you do not have a very good niche in astrophysics or telescopes as such. So I'm sure that before your preparation for mains you must have prepared basic science and technology, and in basic science and technology we teach about Lagrangian points, we teach about what are the observatories in space, India की कौन सी है, NASA की कौन सी है, and what are the others. So James Webb Telescope is basically an observatory in space. एक Hubble Space Telescope होता था which used to see the stars and galaxies in the visual range, visible range of frequency में. But then they realized that light coming from stars and other celestial objects would be better would be better observed if they see it in the infrared range. तो पर्पस इसका मेन पर्पस ये था, हबल का टाइम खत्म हो रहा था, हबल स्पेस टेलीस्कोप का टाइम खत्म हो रहा था, एंड ऑल्सो यू नो देयर वर अ लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज. सो टू cater to all those issues, this telescope was launched. Also, it has been in news. What were its objectives? There are just 3-4 objectives, not more than that. How will it benefit? What are the potential benefits? Obviously, whenever there is something that we are launching in space, the first thing that we want to look at is how did life come into existence? Big Bang से पहले क्या था? Big Bang के बाद क्या हुआ? First thing is this. Second thing is to search for potential life on other places. So James Webb does the same. It finds out how life came into existence by, you know, जो light आ रही होती है stars से, whatever light is coming from far off stars or galaxies, it takes some time to reach the earth. वो थोड़ा टाइम लेती है अर्थ तक पहुंचने में. सो वॉट एवर स्टार्स यू सी एट नाइट टुडे, वो स्टार्स अभी वहाँ एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते हैं. दो स्टार्स दे डू नॉट एग्जिस्ट राइट नाउ देयर, दे वर प्रेजेंट एट दैट पोजिशन मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स अगो. इट्स जस्ट दैट उन्होंने जो लाइट भेजी है वो हमारी आंखों तक अब पहुँच पा रही है. सो बेसिकली जेम्स वेब, इट विल सिट इन स्पेस, इट विल it will observe all the light that is coming from stars and galaxies, and since that is old light, those galaxies have either died out, those stars have either died out या अपनी old stages में है. So through that historical information of our initiation of our life can be generated. So very simple question but appearing to be very tough. First of all, we'll start with introduction. Always start your answers with 1, 2 or maximum 2, 3 lines of introduction. So here talk about James Webb. What is James Webb? Talk about it like you would tell a friend. पहली चीज़ क्या होगी जो आप James Webb के बारे में अपने दोस्त को बताना चाहेंगे? So first of all, it is the largest optical telescope in space. This line would attract the attention of the examiner, and it has been touted to find answers to origin of life. So this is a very attractive line. If you use this line, definitely the examiner is going to know that you know the answer. Secondly, it has been placed at Lagrangian point 2. This will come on in one of the features. Facing the dark side of the earth, away from the sun, it will observe the early universe going as far as the Big Bang itself. So we'll talk about Lagrangian point 2 in the features. The second part of the question does ask you to talk about features. तो features क्या है? First of all, it is successor to the Hubble telescope. This has to be made clear in your answer. Only then you will be able to compare it with the Hubble telescope or any other telescopes. Second, who has launched it? So it is a joint collaboration between NASA, European Space Agency and Canadian Space Agency. So it was a very big project. जो बहुत बड़े projects होते हैं वो एक country अकेले नहीं launch कर पाती. Even if it is able to launch, there are many countries who want to attain benefits out of such ambitious projects, such projects that change the future of mankind. तो इस project को NASA, ESA और CSA तीनों ने launch किया था. This feature about Lagrangian point 2. See, Lagrangian points बहुत सारे होते हैं. If you have been following our channel, especially my discussions on science and tech, current affairs and prelim sprint, so there are 5 Lagrangian points in the Earth Sun system. So for example, this is your sun and this is your Earth. आपका एक Lagrangian point यहाँ पर है. This is a point of stability. Here we planned Aditya L1. Lagrangian point 2 would be somewhere here, beyond the orbit of Earth. So ये जो points होते हैं they have the feature of gravitational stability. आप यहाँ पर कोई भी चीज़ रखेंगे वो ऐसे एक parking area की तरह, एक parking orbit की तरह काम करेगा, तो वो stable रहेगा उधर. It will have stability there. So that is the best way. If you place something at Lagrangian point 2, Earth तो इधर इस system में rotate कर रहा है. Earth will be rotating here somewhere. Earth will be rotating in this system and beyond the orbit of Earth you will have James Webb Telescope placed at L2. तो इसका फ़ायदा क्या होगा? जो भी आपके पास eclipses हो रहे हैं, solar eclipses हो रहे हैं, जो भी solar storms आ रहे हैं, they will be hidden. They will be this L2 will stay hidden from all of them and उनसे बच जाएगा. Solar eclipses भी इसको harm नहीं करेंगे, solar storms भी इस point को harm नहीं करेंगे. So emphasize on this feature that it has been placed on Lagrangian point 2. One, because of its stability. Second, because of its safety. So which is a point of gravitational stability and allows for clear view of the extraterrestrial space. As you can see, कोई भी satellite इसको इधर Lagrangian point 2 को क्रॉस नहीं करेगी, so it gives a clear view of the extraterrestrial space. Now this is the largest, most powerful infrared telescope ever built. This ends your features. just तीन चार features important रहते हैं. Now key goals. What can be the key goals? As I talked about, the first one is to look back around 13.5 billion years to see the first stars and galaxies forming out of the darkness of the early universe. So जो starting के stars और galaxies थे जो अभी भी light emit कर रहे हैं उनके बारे में जानना. It would be able to see the newborn galaxies as well. So that is additional feature because it is seeing not just the visible light but also the infrared light. तो infrared frequency में काम कर रहे हैं तो ये possible है. Its near and mid infrared instruments would be helpful in studying the first formed galaxies and exoplanets. So again, exoplanets is important here. Why is it important? We'll study in a while. It will be able to see where stars and planetary systems are being born. तो उनकी location, उनका time, what stars were present earlier and what are being born now, and also the study of exoplanets. So all these are the key goals and they will be able to study with the help of James Webb Space Telescope. Now what are the differences? The first difference is कि जो आपका Hubble Space Telescope था वो visible range में ही काम कर रहा था. This is working in infrared ranges. So it will allow it to view objects too early, distant or faint, जो कि Hubble Space Telescope को नहीं दिखते थे, वो भी ये देख पाएगा. The second is orbit. As I told you that James Webb is placed in Lagrangian point 2, so it will not orbit the Earth, it will be in orbit around the sun. एक far off orbit होगा जो कि अर्थ के ऑर्बिट से थोड़ा सा दूर होगा and it will be orbiting the sun. So Webb telescope would not be orbiting the earth, unlike Hubble Space Telescope it would be orbiting the sun some kilometers away from the earth. So that is the difference. Now what are the benefits? This is the favorite part of the examiner to watch in your answers. First of all, it is expected to enable a broad range of investigations from the fields of astronomy. जितनी भी observations होंगी आपकी understanding बहुत broad कर देंगे about the initiation of universe, about the first stars, formation of first galaxies. Second is potentially habitable exoplanets. Now there is a constituent called methane. अगर मीथेन के constituents मिल जाते हैं किसी भी exoplanet पर, methane is a biosignature. That means if methane is there, means life is present there. So since methane is a biosignature and life would be present if methane is found, that's why it will be able to tell if an exoplanet has methane in its atmosphere, allowing astronomers to determine whether or not the methane is a biosignature. तो इनसे इनको पता लग जाएगा कि life exist करती है exoplanets पे या नहीं methane की observations लेकर. So these are the बेसिक बेनिफिट्स, दिस वॉज हाउ दिस क्वेश्चन वॉज सपोज टू बी आंसर्ड. बहुत सारे पार्ट्स हैं, जब क्वेश्चन के बहुत सारे पार्ट्स होते हैं, व्हेन योर क्वेश्चन इज डिवाइडेड इनटू अ लॉट ऑफ पार्ट्स, यू हैव द एडेड बेनिफिट ऑफ क्लैरिटी. आपको पता होता है अपने अपने आंसर्स को डायरेक्शन क्या देनी है. सो दिस वॉज द एडेड बेनिफिट. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 now. Again, this question is also very elaborate. First part is, what is the basic principle behind vaccine development? We know that how our immunity system works, and immunity को strong करने का काम होता है vaccine का. How do vaccines work? How do they work? We'll see in a while. And what approaches were adopted by Indian vaccine manufacturers to manufacture COVID-19 vaccines? So first thing is that स्टार्ट विद द प्रिंसिपल, या आप वैक्सीन की डेफिनेशन से शुरू कर सकते हैं. हाउ वैक्सीन्स आर बेनिफिशियल और हाउ डू वैक्सीन्स वर्क. सो द बेसिक प्रिंसिपल ऑफ वैक्सीन इज टू इंड्यूस प्रोटेक्शन अगेंस्ट अ पैथोजन by mimicking its natural interaction with the human immune system. Immune system को लगता है कि actual germ है, but it is a weakened pathogen, weakened virus या weakened pathogen, whatever you are building a vaccine against. So what is the how do vaccines work basically? Let's read this out. The vaccine reduces the links of risk of complications and mortality following subsequent exposure to an infectious agent. You know that we fought with polio on a very large scale on a national level with the help of polio drops. तो ये क्या करता है, धीरे धीरे एक वीकेंड जर्म को इंट्रोड्यूस करता है आफ्टर अ सर्टेन इंटरवल. वैक्सीनेशन कैरीज फॉरवर्ड दैट वेज. ऑन द फर्स्ट डोसेज अ वेरी वीक और अ वेरी डेड जर्म इज गिवन इनसाइड द ह्यूमन बॉडी, so that human body develops acquired immunity to fight against that germ. In the second stage, a little stronger germ is given. In the third stage, a very strong germ is given, and finally there comes a time when the human body develops actual immunity against the virus or the pathogen. To achieve this, the vaccine must contain antigens that are either derived from the pathogen or produced synthetically. उसको आप lab में भी produce कर सकते हैं, but they should be actual duplicates of the real pathogen to represent components of the pathogen. The essential component of most vaccine is one or more protein antigens. Antigens are very important that induce immune system response. So basically आपके immune system को stimulus देता है vaccine. That's how vaccines work. Now approaches. The indigenously developed vaccine, co-vaccine की हम इधर बात करेंगे. So co-vaccine was indigenously developed. What was the approach that it took? But before talking about the approach, just elaborate in 1 to 2 lines about co-vaccine itself. So it was India's only indigenous vaccine, and it was developed by Bharat Biotech, Hyderabad, in collaboration with ICMR and National Institute of Virology. ICMR's National Institute of Virology, Pune. Now, what were the approaches that were taken? What was the approach that was taken in developing this vaccine? It was very similar to what we studied in the introduction. So, it is an inactivated vaccine. So, इसमें live germs नहीं है, weakened germs नहीं है. It has dead germs, which is developed by inactivating the live organisms that cause the disease. So, inactivated है, live germs इसमें काम नहीं करते. This destroys the ability of pathogen because COVID बहुत ही ज़्यादा strong virus था, so उसकी ability to cause an infection that was destroyed. It destroys the ability of pathogen to replicate. Also viruses replicate like anything, बहुत ही जल्दी replicate करते हैं. तो जब हमने inactivated virus दिया इस vaccine के through, that ability to replicate was brought down, but keeps it intact so that the immune system can still recognize it and produce an immune response. But इतना activity उसमें था कि immune response generate हो सके. It is expected to target more than just the spike protein. So not just the exact variant of COVID that was available at that time when co-vaccine was given, but the future variants also, क्योंकि बहुत सारे spikes को address कर रहा था, बहुत सारे spikes के against immunity generate कर रहा था. That's why it was beneficial. It also aims to develop an immune response to the nucleocapsid protein. Also, in the end, you can say that it ensures that India has an additional vaccine shield, especially against potential mutant strains in a dynamic pandemic situation. And we all know that successfully, through the help of all this vaccination, COVID-19 pandemic was tackled with in time. A lot of preparatory measures were taken. Obviously, time was involved, but due to the development and due to disposal of these vaccines, due to giving these, due to administration of these vaccines in human bodies, the pandemic could be controlled much earlier than many other countries, and India could also help other countries. So, ये approaches हैं. These were taken in the development of Covaxin. Also, in the conclusion here, you can talk about how India fought with the pandemic and how this, coming up of indigenous vaccine or these vaccines which were developed by Indian manufacturers helped in fighting the pandemic. So that's all. There were just 2 science and technology questions this time asked in mains. Also, कोई भी interlinkages नहीं थी. For example, there was no question asked in society that that was taken from science and tech syllabus, as we saw earlier in the in the case of blue LEDs and stuff like that. So these were pure science and tech questions. These are your answers. I hope that if you've appeared for mains, you've answered on the right lines. And if you're if you're sitting for mains next year, I hope this video was of much help to you. Stay tuned to our channel, keep working hard, and may the force be with you.